Okay. Drink some of my water. I got my watermelon in there. Need some of my watermelon. Ooh, it's all the juice is all out. Oh, my bad, y'all. Hold on, cause I'm pretty sure y'all don't want to be all up in my face like that. So let me give y'all some space for a second. Oh, I guess I could do that. I could just nah, cause I'm try not to be too loud, cause my voice does carry while I'm outside. Ah, ooh, it's so juicy. I'm gonna pour that out over there. Now the sun is out and it's warming up, and like I'm like, oh, I could take off my sweatshirt, and also I ain't got on no t-shirt. So, hold up. So no, I can't. All right, maybe I should just put you. I'm just put you on here. Yeah, we just gonna use this. Okay, so we were talking about. Aw, man, don't come over here. I'm not feeding y'all. This is good watermelon. I gotta get that. I do not like my hands being. Dirty for real. Okay. Um. So, man, the information that I have available to me from the little bit of research that I've done for men, this is continued off from part one. Neem oil. Um. Birth control. Neem oil vasectomy. Well, they have neem pills as well, so I'll just say neem. I gotta figure something else out too, because one thing about the Western world is we don't have respect of shit. Indigenous or native. We learn about something and we just want to go destroy the whole damn plant kingdom and animal kingdom, and that's why white people don't need to be in charge of shit. Not to be like that, but the fucking giraffes are coming up on extinction. Who the fuck is just going around killing giraffes? Like, and elephants. That's why them animals been going wild, whooping y'all asses and shit. Yeah, they deserve it, right? Because who the fuck are they? Mm-hmm. I don't be understanding why you let them get away with so much shit, but I only know what I know. They've been planning your shit for way too long. You didn't want to destroy us too. Well, you know, we can come back. A lot of us on our last life cycle. That's fine. Whatever it's gonna be at some point in time or another. You trying to give some of them, you trying to help them out because some of these last life cycles, it ain't gonna be what they think it is, huh? That in between we be talking about. Mm, y'all know how I feel, but I understand how you feel too. Oh, that's why you love me. That's why I love you too. Um, creative control. Creative control. I said creator control. Creative control. Me and your creative control only goes so far when it comes to anything outside of a woman's body. And whatever choices she make once you have decided to open yourself up to her, whether that's her advances, her energy, or anything, hey, I want to go backwards. It would be a good conversation to have some weed. But I miss being in Madagascar. I miss being in South Africa too. I really miss traveling. Madagascar was magical. I be feeling bad because like we all know I love South Africa. How y'all doing today? I'm well. Um, I think I like that dress. I don't want to say that because they say I think I like your dress doesn't really seem like a compliment, so I'm just not. Um, I need to get out of here. I want to be out of here so bad. Creative control, intentions. Yes. So, I don't know how we gonna clean all this shit up. I do know that this shit is fucked up. I really don't think it's worth saving. Seems like way too much work. I don't want to do no more work. I don't want to help nobody else for real. Even though I got a heart to help. I got all the stuff that I want to do in my head. And also, I'm like, why the fuck do I have to do this? Why the fuck are we this wounded, this fucking dead, this walking zombie, so many walking zombies and hurt. I don't even always know the words to articulate because it's not really, I don't even think I mean them as a insult. I don't even think I'm trying to be insulting. And also, it's how I feel. The system got us so locked up. Whether you in one of they fucking man-made cell cages, prisons, or you out here in a fucking prison on a fucking leash of some capacity, having to do something that you don't want to fucking do, even if you have convinced yourself that you want to fucking do it. How you doing?
Oh, don't worry. After this August, I'll be back in motion.
You cool.
So like September, I'll be back. And then,
You recreational yourself?
huh?
You you smoke yourself?
No, I don't. No, I don't. But see, what I do, I got my people work at the dispensary, medical dispensary. So
I got you.
so yeah, I'm just now moving in. This shit got me out of whack right now.
Yeah, moving can be something else.
Man,
It's definitely work.
yeah. So I'll be back closer to next year.
Okay. Um, I don't even be caring for real. Anywho, so women decide that like a man is going to be whatever to them, whether he agreed or not. You put them in a position, give them the whole title, make up everything in your mind. Because in your mind, you got the wedding together, you got the whole family together, you got the whole idea of your life together. You just need the man to put it in there. And that can be dangerous because then is it essentially it becomes any man that can fit in good enough. I know because I've been there. And don't get me wrong, I loved each one of them or liked them or attracted like each one that I thought could fill the position. Whatever I saw, I thought they could fill a position. Thought it was potential. Thought there was potential there. And a couple of times where I thought that that potential meant that it was supposed to happen, that shit was a disaster. I mean, I took the L's, I took the losses, I took the lessons. Cause shit, you in it now. You ain't got no other choice but to learn lessons and get the fuck up out of that shit as soon as possible. And I was extremely grateful for the times where I learned the lesson and got and was able to get all the way out. Because for the most part, once I got all the way out, I wasn't going back. You want to see me again? Goodbye. What we doing? Okay, sir. If that was you, then it's you. And do something about it. Shoot. Tired of waiting. Um, yeah, so if so if so it can be dangerous when you be like, oh, okay, that's my intent, especially because everything that man does, for the most part, you gonna just look at the stuff that fit into what you want. Like, nah, nah. Um, and I do think that you can start off in one type of dynamic and that it can essentially evolve into something else. Like, because everybody has different cultures and different beliefs, and everybody need different structures and different things, right? Like, I'm learning that different people feel like they need to be governed according to certain rules and things like that. And we all need something different. That's cool. I I've lived a little different life. I don't like who gonna govern my body and myself better than me. It's proven. And even when I don't know what I'm doing, I figure that shit out and figure it out the best of my ability. And I'm taking a side step here, but I'm trying to think that at some point I was freaking when I was a kid, like me and my sister, we just started getting cold sores and shit when we I never had a cold sore in my life until I moved in with my with the lady that adopted us. And then at some point we started getting cold sores. And then I would get cold sores, and I remember years later a doctor saying something to me about, I think it was the doctor that said something like it was essentially my body way of pushing out toxins, because I at that point I wasn't getting, like, later on when she told me that I wasn't getting physically sick or getting physical colds, but like I would get a cold sore instead. And she said that it was my body's way of pushing out toxins. So I don't know. So I would get cold sores from like probably the age of 10. And then also, like, I was getting yeast infections a lot. I remember when I was probably like 16. Let me see. I got off the depot shot at 16. So at 15, they gave me the depot shot. And then I got off of it. I stayed on it for a year. I wasn't getting a cycle. I've told that story before, so I won't repeat it. So I got off of it. But then, like, I think from like 16, 17, I was getting like yeast infections crazy because I had been taught, like, coming up in the household that I was in, um, everything about me was nasty. Like, the fact that I had heavy discharge was nasty. Uh, like, don't be nasty. Make sure you put your pads this and that, and putting in a tampon, like wearing tampons was nasty, and it meant you was having sex or whore or whatever, and like masturbating was nasty. Like, everything was nasty, right? Um, and then it was I needed to douche. Like that became a thing. Like you supposed to douche every month after your period. So then summer's eve and shit. Like and then like everything was put on me to make me self-conscious of my yoni, right? My yoni verse. And so I had to undo that. But like at 16 and 17, I was getting yeast infections like all the time. And like my doctor at the time was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And then I had to sit and let her know like what I've been doing. Like I was like, "What? Do you, I don't know." Like at first I was embarrassed because I was embarrassed to keep going by and get back and getting this fucking cream and like what the hell. But it was better than the alternative because a lot of the other girls were getting bacteria vaginosis, right? Well, yeast infections don't have a smell for real. Not that I ever really had experience. I think they can come if they get too bad. I think they can come with a smell, but for me uh it was yeasty. Like the discharge was yeasty and it can itch and the worse it get, it be like super itchy and it's like little tears on the inner lips. So the labia. No. The inner lips. What the fuck are they called right now? The labia. No. Yeah. Okay. My inner lips. Um, and so it gets really painful for like it can be really painful. Like imagine a lot of little like it feel like little tears or because you itchy and you like it's really sensitive right there and so like she was just like what is the problem. Like, we need to figure this out. And I didn't know what to tell her, like, because anything that I was doing, I thought I was supposed to be doing, right? So that was my season of like Bath and Body Works and Victoria's Secret and bubble baths and all of that stuff. And she was like, and the douche. And then I told her that I douche. She was like, why are you doing that? I was like, because I'm told that I'm supposed to douche every month after my cycle. And that's when she was just like, you don't have to do that. And she explained like the workings of a woman's yoni and how it's self cleaning and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay. And so she was like, look, just do me a favor. And for the next, did she tell me a month? I think she told me a month. Don't do anything. Like, don't use none of the don't do no bubble baths. Like if you take a bath, just let it be bath water, like blah blah blah. And I did it, and I didn't have yeast infection, and I did it again. Then that was just kind of like my routine. So, and then like of course later I expounded on that as my actual health awareness and my awareness of like body butters and minerals and of our skin change. But that like kind of was like a basic start for me. I was like, okay. So then like if I use like Bath and Body Works and stuff, of course I didn't use it on my yoni anymore. And then later I just stopped using like any of that scented soaps and stuff. Period. Like any of that product. Um, and then like also getting ulcers. Like I was getting ulcers. I had fucking ulcers. Like and I was getting a lot of acid reflux. Like I had acid reflux and ulcers when I was like 16, 17 years old, I think. Because I think I was still living with my foster mother and I moved out when I was 18. So, and that was a thing because it was like, I didn't know that it was like such a big thing. But yeah, being that young and having like a lot of acid reflux and ulcers and things like that. And so, all of that stuff to be like 42 and essentially like I mean I got different problems now but like all my health problems and I always say that my daughter came in and she cleared out a lot of stuff. um she took a lot of stuff with her when she came and my health essentially was like reset. So like no ulcers, like I ain't no ulcers, no acid reflux, no heartburn, like for the most like anything, yeast infections, like and then of course and started as I learned more and started incorporating different things and my diet changing and just all these other things that changed as well. It's like my health is essentially almost the best it's ever been outside of the different pains that I have now. Like, well, not now. Like, I've been dealing with plantar fasciitis and tendonitis early military career time. Um, my back, and people used to say it was my breast, but I'm like, no, that's not it. My back. I'm trying to remember when my back like really started hurting, but I knew it didn't have like. I know people were trying to give me the answer, but they didn't sit right. It wasn't. It didn't work. Like it was like nah. And now I ain't got no titties, and my back still is like. So I got and then like, but even knowing like massage, like reflexology, really helps with my feet, and massage really helps, and I'll be saying it could all just be shit. A lot of stuff probably could be just not being touched. Not being touched. That could be a real contributing factor as well, right? Going so long without touch, without release, without so all of that could be a factor when I think of today and holistically and things like that, lack of sleep, like all these different things could be a contributing factor. Um, okay, so why did I start talking about women's health? I don't know, but I'm proud of the fact that like the earlier part of my life, like all of my health, any health issues that I had are gone. Like I was able to, what do they say, reverse engineer my health back to the way it's supposed to be for the most part. Um, so I'm proud of myself on that. And so yay. So health is very important, and I'm extremely glad about some uh, and thankful that even when I didn't know, I was, I want to say, smart enough, wise enough, capable enough, resourceful enough to go and find out the answers. Um, because I didn't have a lot of help, and I had a lot of push. You know, the little black girl in Cleveland, where it's a bunch of churches or witch coven, cult covens, or whatever cults, whatever they call it themselves, like a bunch of other stuff, a bunch of organizations, a bunch of thinking. Little young black girl, teenager coming in and doing whatever I want to with my life and my body, and essentially like, who was gonna tell me no? Cause it's mine, it belongs to me. Even when they asked me did I want to get adopted again, I was like, in the why would I do that shit? You crazy? Like, nigga, y'all was trying to send me back into a death trap because of paperwork. You gonna fucking ask me that it took you all this time to get me out the paperwork, but I want to go back in the same system that I just frick the fuck wrong with you? Like, you don't get out of here. Like, hey, get out of here. Get out of here. What you talking about? What? Insulted. That was just as insulting as somebody trying to tell me that I want their man that they complaining about. That like essentially you saying he ain't shit to you, and I'm watching what you struggling with. And thank you for knowing that like I ain't putting up with none of that shit if I can handle it, if I can, But I, yeah, I don't want none you had like not to be like that, but nah, I'm cool and I'm offended. I'm fucking offended. Like something that I nah. Yeah, you can have them back. The fuck. Anywho, moving right along. Um, so yeah, so women be doing shit, and then I know I said I'm going back to the intentions that women be setting for men, and men be doing the same thing. And then this shit is so crazy because y'all put it out there, right? Like I've seen everybody put out their list of what they want, and then you get somebody that come in and do exactly what's on that list, and then what? Like now what? Because now that they did exactly what was on your list, because you told yourself that if they do all this mean A, B, C, D, and E. Now that they done did it, you think it mean A, B, C, and D, and to them it just mean that like now they can get their A, B, C, and D. Like y'all ain't even on the same page or in the same book, on the same paragraph, in the same sentence, right? And then sometimes it's not even like he intentionally doing this, because I used to know like the one dude that I was like so in love with, everybody used to be, saying different stuff. Cause even he was I ain't gonna say he was stupid, but he was on his own shit. He had his own shit going on, and he was just like saying one thing, acting one way, like. But I probably been that for somebody too. I'm just like I thought about that last night. Like damn, I did used to be writing him, and I did write to him and say that like I didn't love him. I loved somebody else, and then I came back and was like I love you, and I love you, I love you, I love you. And I did love him, but I didn't have to tell him that like but at that time that was the truth, as I was trying to understand it or figure it out, even if I didn't fully understand it. Like that was a confusing time for me, so I'm like, okay, I guess it was a confusing time for him. Like I can have a lot of compassion for a lot of stuff, and some stuff just was like, man, these niggas be out here walking all they dogs and don't be fucking picking up after them. And I just be in my head, I just be like, I wonder if I can be magical enough to make that shit appear in their living room on their floor. Like if I could have the to project that shit right in a living room on their fucking floor. Cause how dare you? Why wouldn't you bring out a bag and try like I don't be want to live nowhere with dogs. Cause these people be just mm-hmm. Yeah, somebody got a damn husky in these apartments. You got a whole husky. That stuff just don't be feeling right to me. But anywho, let me go. Um, so yeah, like people be saying something, I'll just be like, to me, it's just like he don't have to be playing games because he enjoys spending time with me. Like I'm fucking enjoyable. I'm fun. I have fun with him too. Just because I have fun with him and I want this particular dynamic, like it doesn't negate the fact that like I have fun with him. Just because be committed to me or give me this type of want from him, like in this moment, or just because he doing this stuff doesn't negate that like I have fun with him too. Like so even if I think I want this, it doesn't have to be this because I enjoy this. Like I enjoy the fun that we have when we together, period. And all that other shit don't have to be. Cause just like he don't want to give me a title or something, like I don't want to give him sex. And for whatever reason he can think it is, like, nigga, I don't want to. We already did it. We already did it. And I don't want to. Did it already. And I don't want to. And he's like, I don't feel like this is enough. we're not doing enough to make me want to have sex with you for whatever reason that is. Like, and whatever you doing in the physical, don't let it be because you trying to have sex with me, because that ain't even necessarily what it is. Like, I don't want to. And that's the other thing, because then people think that you doing A, B, C, and D to try to get this, and then you get upset and you and your feelings, or you feel, because that's that entitlement or something again, like, or you feel like they playing a game or something. And it's like, it's not a game. I don't want to. Just like you don't want to be committed to me, like, and it don't have to be a tit for tat. Like, I don't feel like doing that. And I do enjoy kissing you, and I do enjoy when you touch me. Like, all right, then touch me, and shoot, whatever you want to do. If you want to get, if you, you want to play around, all right, do that. Like, and it feel good, and ooh, 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 and no, like, I don't want to go no further. And I don't care about a blue ball, a yellow ball, the shit still look black to me. Like, all that stuff, it's just none of my business. Just like, essentially, it's none of your business that I want to be in a, like, I want to be in a committed relationship. And even for me now, I'm like, this is committed. This is where we committed at, right? Like, you committed to this aspect of, like, you committed to this moment, this dynamic. Okay, all right. Well, I'm committed to this too, as much as I'm committed to it too. Like, I don't know. I guess that's why my mind be so different. Why, maybe why people can't understand, because I'm flexible. I can do what we gonna do until I want to do something different. And I'm not on the timeline. So, like, I've come to the being acceptable that my life is beautiful, even if it's just me in this bitch. Like, it's beautiful, and I will live it as fully as I can in each moment. And although I believe that I would enjoy motherhood, I would enjoy experiencing a family like I've wanted it for a long time. And also, I am my family. And, I've had different other families that I've been a part of and claimed as mine, regardless of what the dynamic was. I came from, like, I've touched different families and shit. When I stand out of it, like, when I'm alone, like, I'm spend a lot of time by myself, so I'm my family. And if it just is me, then okay. I'm gonna fucking do the best I can with me, to me, the best way that I can. And even though I may want other things, I have moments of desiring other things. I have other emotional desires and things that I want. Like, shit, I have a really good time with myself. So it's not imperative that I have it, even if I would love it. So therefore, like, I decided that if I don't have children, okay, okay. That don't mean I have to adopt a child. It don't mean I have to, like, it's like, okay, well, what does that mean for me in this moment? Well, I have other kids that I love, and, just, it don't have to be a thought. And once I got cool with that, like, I'm not on a time frame. So, like, there's not an agenda. I don't need you because, oh, I want to have a baby. I don't need you because, oh my gosh, I want to have a husband by this age, by this time. Oh my gosh, my clock is ticking. Oh my gosh, like, at this point, I will try to make sure that I'm in the best health possible. And also, I will deal with certain shit when I get up there. Like, and I also believe that, like, I know what I asked for. So I'm gonna assume I be pointing up to the sky, but to me that's like the universe, like my spiritual team, the universe, the realms, like, because technically it is, it's all around. But when you think about movies and stuff like that, it's just all, they always, all the universes is somewhere in the constellations, but it's a whole underworld and shit too. And most people think like good or bad, evil, and I don't. I'm like, what's on your team is on your team, and you want something from both realm. Well, I don't know about nobody else. I want something from all realms to be on my team. Why the fuck am I gonna be blind? Why the fuck am I going to heck no? Because if it's a whole lot of stuff out there, I need teams on top of teams. And so when I address them, I addressed all of them. When I talk about my spiritual teams, I have invited many in, and shoot, I'm address everybody just to get in this stuff that I don't even know about yet. I say that too. I mentioned them too. Hey, gorgeous, how you doing?
I'm okay. How about you?
I'm decent. Um, because why am I supposed to be limited to just what's been given to me and just what I know in my conscious right now when my journey has taught me that like it's a whole lot of stuff that like we don't know and they've been lying about and it's a whole lot of stuff that I don't necessarily believe no more. A whole lot of stories I don't know, a whole lot of stuff that I don't necessarily have to go running to chase. I enjoy living life and I enjoy great adventures. Like I look forward to having great adventures with the love or loves of my life, right? Like in many capacities. I look forward to a lot of stuff. And also, like, I'm not about to that make any choices for me. And because of that, when somebody come into my space that I feel an attraction to, because most of I don't even most of these people like most people I don't even see. I don't see, I don't feel, I don't especially not in my physical. Now when I'm online it's a little bit different. I could be scrolling and I'm like, ooh. And the fact that you right here on my page like this and you keep coming up to me, that means that somewhere along the line on one of these lifetimes, on one of these realms, or even somewhere that our souls and our energy is connecting. So you in front of me right now. What does that mean? Why you on my timeline multiple times? I don't know, but either I'm gonna respond how I respond to it. And I don't rang enough I don't rang enough doorbells and went knocking into enough people's houses or walking into people's houses, however you want to interpret inboxing somebody. Like I don't really want to do that no more. You know, as a woman, being a little unconventional or whatever. Like I done shoot something tug on my energy. I'm gonna tug right back, or I'm gonna respond. Hey, blah blah blah, whatever. And then like rejection ain't fun for nobody. I don't care how well we take it. I don't care how easy I brush that shit off and be like, all right, and try again, or don't try again, or whatever, or whatever. Like, because my thing is, even if I think I'm coming at you for this reason, shit, you might be coming back for a whole other reason, and that's okay too. That is totally okay, because I think too often we get caught up on what we think somebody's supposed to be because we feel whatever we feel, and shit, that shit can go multiple ways, and that's okay. That is okay. A blank slate, a blank canvas is something, and even when you start off with one thing as an artist, shit, you can backspace, you can get a new paper, you can ball some shit, you can do whatever the hell you want to, and start that shit over. So, hey, I don't normally take a lot of stuff personal. Like something, my feelings are my feelings. They get hurt sometimes. Like, damn, you ain't see me ask you if you wanted to go out when I was in your town. You ain't see me leave my number. You ain't okay. That like it is. And then I try until I ain't gonna try no more. And it's all okay. I don't know. I think it's beautiful being in a place where you like, who are you? Why are you here? Let's have an adventure together. Let's explore. It just feels so so fun. And yeah, there are like definitely things to be aware of, and especially in this realm and this world that we live in, and people or whatever. And also, I just have to truly trust that my spiritual team be guiding me in the spiritual. So whether I see anybody in my physical realm or not, like I gotta believe that I'm trusted and I am protected in the non-physical. And when I find myself in a situation like I did in that Uber, like I did at my girls or like in any time in any of all my life. If this is it, it's it. Like I'm gonna do the best I can to it not to be it to whatever extent. And then if it's it, is it. Like I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. I don't shit. If it's it, it's it. Mm-hmm. Because at this point in life, like, do people really want me around? Because I don't know if I can really tell if they do. But I'm here. So since I'm here and like don't nobody around here really seem like they want to be talking to me or like I don't really want to be in most of that. Let me go traveling. And even when I travel, it ain't really about nobody else. It's me. Like it just came to me the other day about, I think it was a conversation or something about like a husband. Even when I was traveling, like my girl was like trying to introduce me to guys, I think. But I'm like, I ain't come here for this. If it happened, it happened. But like, nah. And then it's like when people, because I say wealthy people, like, oh, like he got money. That is not it. Like, yeah, you can't just have money. Like that ain't wealth. And like I ain't never telling nobody that physical attraction don't matter, that looks don't matter. That shit matter to me. I gotta be attracted to you. I ain't even about to pretend that I don't because shit, it mattered. Like it mattered. I'm supposed to be touching you and letting you touch me and be it like I want to enjoy what I'm seeing. Period. And I don't have to make any comments about that to you. Like you take care of your body how you gonna take care of your body, and I'm move. And but if I come into you initially and I'm attracted to you, like I'm attracted to you. I don't really go into nothing that I can remember and be like, oh, you need to. I like you, but you could probably look like this, or you could probably do that, or ooh, if he was like 20 pounds, Sometimes it'd be like, hey, I ain't really dealt with no big boys for real, but here we go, like here you are, or even if I didn't think you was physically attracted at one point, nigga, you done laughed me right into this spot where we at now. Like I think you I think you cool now. Like you done talked to me, you done stimulated me so much that now I'm looking at you like you the finest thing. I don't even remember when I didn't think you was fine. Like so I think that it just be what it is. That's why I be saying it's about the energy too. But like don't I got a physical type. I like what I like as well. I think we all do. And I think it's who are you to go into something trying to change somebody's physical appearance? I don't know. I just certain stuff probably because I've been there. Like I've been there where people be saying different stuff. And I don't recall being that person to nobody. And if I was, I apologize now. But I fought very hard in this culture. Hey, my beautiful lady bug. How are you, baby? Girl, it ain't nothing wrong with having a type. Cause we attracted to what we attracted to, right? Now, also I'm extremely open. Like for me, it's energy. I do love me. Well, let me say that it's black men for me. I will take a other. Pretty sure I will take a other. Like culturally rich. Aw, congratulations. I will take another culturally rich. I probably will be open to taking another culturally, ethnically rich. What am I like man, like ethnicity? Um, and also like I love black men, and I'm just like we coming all down. We everywhere, like black, not we like Black men everywhere. I'm not even going to make any comments on that name because I can definitely, yeah, he a good type to have. He a good type. Is he a good type to have? He's a very attractive black man. So I can see what you see. And I do love me a tall, dark, handsome, bearded man. Like, and it's so many of them to choose from, right? Like, it's so many to choose from in this world. Well, I don't know how tall I am now, cause when I lost all that weight, my ass grew a couple inches. So I was 5'2" all my life, and then like now, I think I'm a couple inches taller, but I haven't I haven't measured myself. But I do love it's something about a chocolate black man. But like I said, shoot, we come in all kind. Black me, please. Black me, please. Like, I'm all for the freaking chocolate factory, chocolate box, the assorted chocolates. Like, what that energy do? Cause hey, like, I love a black man. I love a black man. I have connected with many black men, and all shit. I've I've explored my multiple chocolate boxes, and I love us. I love us, and I love an intellectual man. Like, there is nothing more attractive than being able to converse about any topic with anybody, but especially a man. Like, my person, to be able to just, because my thoughts don't stop, like, learning from you and teaching you and exploring with you and experiencing with you and having fun together, like, all of that, laughing, being safe enough to do all of that, because all of that comes with a safety, a level of safety and protection and comfort, right? Like, so that in itself is a whole thing. Like, my sense of humor be so different. It's like, you can make me laugh. Ah, you can make me laugh. Okay. You can keep me entertained. You can, like, teach me some stuff. You can enjoy life with me, like, whatever moments that we choose to have. Oh, it's immeasurable. Especially for me, like, I've had most of my relationships have been built on, like, friendship, or like, not romantic, right? Anything but romantic, or familial for that part. So, like, my most successful relationships was everything outside of, like, what people normally start their relationships off with, right? So therefore, like, I see things in relationships differently. I mean, I had to go through the steps, and even in that, like, I got a lot of, I experienced maybe a lot of pushback, or a lot of growing pains and stuff, from, like, trying to see the world through the lenses of whatever culture I was in at those times. And it was like, once I got enough information to embrace, like, to for it to click and embrace, like, what I felt and what resonated with me, it was a wrap. It was like, oh, okay, and then I never went back. Like, once I embraced the fact, like I only had to be told once, um, as a teenager that I had to have that my boy, like I had to have sex with my boyfriend. To me, I didn't like, I did it because I was told that, but that somewhere in that, like even when I was like, what? And I was like, okay. Then I had the boyfriend, and then I had sex with him, and then even in that, I was like, I don't want to. Like, who said I have to have sex with you because you my boyfriend? And so that was the only time that I ever did a relationship that I felt like I had to have sex with you, because simply because you was my boyfriend, like that didn't really make sense to me, even as a 15-year-old when it was told to me. So by the time I was 16, that was not a thing. Like, I don't have to do that. And then even more, like going into the church and like you got to be married to have sex and like all this stuff, and it was just like, no, I don't. I can have sex right now because I want to. Like, so just kind of disassembling all of those parameters and all of these rules about what I'm supposed to do with my body. Because did you care what I was wanting to do with my body when that man was trying to touch me and take it? Like, everybody else can decide what I'm supposed to do with my body except for me, the person that live in it, the one that gotta maintain it, the one that gotta nurture it, the one that gotta learn it. Like, who the fuck is you to tell me anything? No, no, absolutely not. It's mine. And I'm gonna learn and figure out what I want to do with it myself because I can. So just coming from a culture, especially in Black America, in which the Black church and like all of these, I'm gonna say plantation and slave or whoever, like all of these counterproductive teachings that maybe they have some validity somewhere, I can assume. But for me, it was more so of somebody trying to take something from me that rightfully belongs, somebody trying to assign something to me, to do something to me, to like label me because I didn't want to do what they want, to beat me down because like I thought differently or I felt differently. I didn't even know what I thought. Like, you tried to tell me what was acceptable before I could figure it out. And then even when I put that outfit on and decided that like, nah, I don't want to wear this, so you gonna try to make me put it on in a different color, or make like you gonna try to beat me into it again. Like, and that was for many things as a young teenage girl, and even as a Black woman, like I see different things. So I do respect cultural things, and I feel like it always is that what that woman want to do because she really want to do it, or did you just make it a law? Because why is there so many laws made on what the fuck women can and cannot do with our bodies that oftentimes are not made by us, and and unfortunately oftentimes enforced by other women who may not believe the same shit. And if you believe it for you, that is okay. So now why do it have to be judgment cast upon me because I decided that I don't? Like, and that's why I say that there's so much oppressive plantation, like there's so much stuff that doesn't benefit us as women. Like, and something else that used to bother me was that, hi, beautiful. All of these older women that had gotten, is that a horse? What is that? It looks like a horse from over here. Um, for like the older women that had like gotten abortions or whatever in their time, and then now that you found Jesus or you had regrets or whatever it was, trying to now make women feel bad about wanting to get abortions, and you trying to now make it like agree with it being illegal. Who the fuck are you? Like, you used your right of choosing to get one, so now because later, because your life is like this, or because you done found God, or because you done been convicted, or whatever your reason is, You now deciding that it's a whole generation that don't get to choose to even be able to decide that if they get pregnant and it's not the time that they want, that they can take advantage of the same options and opportunities that you had, regardless of whatever information that you have. Like if you felt bad about it or something and you want to make a change, then go talk to women who fucking feel bad about it or something, or try to do something in the community that works toward prevention of them getting there, because everybody trying to take their choices away. Y'all looking at the wrong problem. What's happened in the freaking environment? What is going on outside of Planned Parenthood was first created to do this, and okay, it was, and guess what? We need it now. Like it's a necessity, however you look at it. So now, what we gonna do with the environment? What we gonna teach? What we gonna take out? What we gonna and you trying to control a woman's body, ain't it? Cause and then even that get, because it go down to the clothes. Like even as a teenager, when I was wearing my little mini skirts, oh, you look like a whore or a prostitute or this. Like what? Who the fuck told y'all that was okay to say to anybody? It's a damn skirt. Like it's a skirt, and I don't care if you think it's too short for you. It's a skirt, and I'm wearing it. So, or even being young in the church when the man was looking at me, and uh, I got the phone call from uh, a grant when I did the post on Facebook about why women don't tell that they've been um, assaulted or whatever, raped or whatever, and I did a whole series of like my stories and like why I didn't tell. And then I got a call from uh, Sandra, and she pointed out immediately the perpetrator at the church. What the hell was his name? Carter. Was it George Carter? And she was just like, oh, he made me feel this, whatever. Anyway, and then immediately I'm like, so I didn't even say her name on my post. So you was an adult, and if you knew that at the time, then why ain't nobody do nothing to him, to stop him, to say nothing? And then she goes on to tell me that it was her husband, the pastor, which was Pastor James May at the time. And who else did she say was in the office? A couple other men in the office, and maybe even Carter as well. When I guess it was a conversation about my dressing looking inappropriate in the as a church. But I'm like, I left that church when I was 14. So that means I was under 14 and I wasn't buying any of my clothes. And as crazy as the woman that adopted me, like, like, so y'all thought that my clothes was inappropriate enough for y'all to be having a conversation in the office and saying that one of the men, needed to come talk to me about wearing proper clothes. Me. And who was going to do it. And then Sandra telling me at this time as an adult, the mothers of the church and everybody was just upset because why would they send a man to do it instead of one of the women? Are y'all fucking nuts? Like, this is the thinking that y'all have, instead of saying, hey, this is a child and it's a girl. Why do we have to do anything to stifle how the hell she come dressed up in here? Shouldn't we be addressing these grown ass men or these men or anybody else? Like, oh, we gonna go and stifle the child that probably already got on a long dress or whatever. Even if I didn't, like, the mentality in the culture, like, y'all just want to stifle the women, and even the women that didn't like it when it was done to them, like, you just grow up to repeat it, and then you want to break us down. Like, and the more we rebel against it and the more we start standing up in our own truth and start speaking out about it, like, now y'all want to punish us differently. Like, I be like, get me out of this country, because, like, as far as we've come, have we come far enough? And then sometimes when I travel to other countries, it's like kind of the same thing but different, and I'm just like, these niggas did a good job at copy pasting. Because why am I the problem? Whether I want to show off my entire body or not. Like, what gives you admire that shit and keep it moving? You don't have to say anything like she doing it for attention. Okay, well then give her the attention she looking for then, which is admire that shit with your eyes and keep it moving. Like, or ask her, cause you think it's for you. And as a woman, I'll be saying like, I do this shit for me. And if I get something from you, it may or may not be okay. Because when I come out and the first thing you doing is telling me that like, ooh, your titties, ooh, your like that shit was never fun to me. Like, I got big titties, okay? Like, yay. Did you need to tell me that? You thought that was the compliment I wanted to hear? It's not. And then when you try to tell a man that it's not, like they offended and now they want to say something more derogatory. They want to try to, nigga, shut the fuck up. Like, listen to what I said and address your ass accordingly. Why the fuck do you think you need me to look at anything that I'm doing as far as how I'm dressing they fucking clothes or lack of? And I can do it. And if I walk around this bitch naked, why do you think now that you get to say anything to me? I told this guy that. Like, you think you a good dude because why? Why? Because I'm listening to you talk and you disrespectful. You not as good as you think you are. Because if you a good man, if you a good man, that's a good man, Savannah, wherever that came from. Like, if you a good man, you a good man, whatever the fuck that mean. Like, period. Like, period. Because that's who you are at the core of you. That's just who you are. It ain't got nothing to do about what that woman got on or don't. Like, cause why? Why is that a thing? Why do you think that because you think you a God fearing man? I'm a godly man. I'm this. I'm that. I'm this. I'm that. Whatever the fuck you think you are, whoever you think you are. You see a woman walking that you don't know or whether you do know, and you don't agree with the way she dressing. So now in your mind, all of these things are made possible. Like, now you make all these things acceptable. If she get raped, it's acceptable. If she get catcalled, it's acceptable. If she get talked about, it's acceptable. If you say something about her, it's acceptable. If you decide like she unworthy to be somebody's wife, whatever, it's acceptable. Like, whatever the fuck you think, cause you think you somebody, like it's acceptable for, and it's a blanket. I'm talking about that's not, women do this and then think that they supposed to get a man and think somebody's supposed to wipe them up. Well, somebody will, even if it's not you. And you deciding that she want it. And then what's your definition of a wife? Because she might not want to be your wife. So you mad because she don't want to be your wife? Or like what? And why did you have, like, why was that even a conversation? Why was that a thought in your head, if anything? Like, who the fuck do you think you are? Who do you think you are? And the fact that you had to look at her and try to find a way to tear her down, now I'm looking at you because like, hmm, oh, let me just listen to what the fuck you gotta say. Because whether I know her or not, I could be her on some timeline of existence. Because y'all love to say that like African women used to walk around with no clothes on. Where we come from, yeah, but when you see somebody do that now or somebody showing a little nipple or whatever the hell, because even when I stop wearing a bra, you're gonna try to tell everybody, men and women, trying to tell me I don't look right or my clothes don't look right or they look, who the fuck is you? Like, nigga, it's a bra. And was any of y'all buying my bras? Was anybody buying my bras? No, you wasn't. So y'all just want something to say. So you wanna, why? Why do I have to wear a bra? And why do you think that I care if you think it looked good or not? That I didn't. And who are you to tell me that my titties is too big for me not to to not wear a bra? Like, no, because I don't have on a bra. And if they, you think they sagging too low? Oh, okay. And then when I made a comment about, I was like looking at myself and I was like, Mom, I'm like, oh, that look good. And it was a And I think it was my aunt right there, and she was like, made a comment essentially like, not really. To you, they look fine to me. Like, and it just be crazy how women just, so you gonna project your what? Like, you think you helping me to look presentable for somebody else? Because I said I look presentable. And if I don't look presentable to anybody out here enough, then oh well, they not for me. And that's okay. And you know that you think I'm super sad. And I do get sad moments where I'm like, damn, I really would like a partner. But then not if I got to do anything other than what the hell I'm doing. No, I don't want them. Y'all can have them. You can have them. You welcome. It's more for you, less for me. Whatever that is, like, have at it. Because I'm going to be whoever I want to be in every moment. And that's it. And the fact that anybody think that God should be anything different than God is out of your fucking mind. And I think that's the same thing goes with men. And that's why I ride so hard for the LGBTQ community. And I may not say everything in ways that people think I should say, and I'm saying exactly what I feel and what I think and what's being channeled through me at every point in time. Because in this twisted ass culture, everything goes straight to sex. And when does sex become so twisty? Like, sex is sex. When it's consensual, that's because there's so much fucking trauma and y'all ain't cleaned up these fucking streets from these niggas that's doing anything that they ain't supposed to be doing. So therefore, y'all want to try to suppress the women because y'all don't want y'all daddies to go to jail. And you think if we just do this a little more, then maybe they won't do that. So we got to be the problem, or anybody that think outside of you got to be the problem. Because I remember back in the day, I was brought to my memory that like fairies, gay men used to be called fairies. And if you think about an actual fairy from the supernatural realm, like they mystical, they powerful, they creative, and they all kind of stuff. So why should that have been a insult? And they not the only fairies. Like they're not the only fairies. The fairies are magical and they creative and shit. You get a dark fairy, your ass gonna be. So it's just like I don't know. So much has been twisted, and it's not all sexual. It's identity. It's people being free with their identity. Like I do think some of that stuff is out of control and out of hand, and some stuff is made up. And like, why do you gotta label? Like, it's just at this point you trying to label like I'm not having sex. I don't like boys or girls. Okay, like all these other things that okay don't like nobody then. Like I don't know. It be taking the attention away from some stuff, and then some stuff is like, why do it even have to be a big deal if we not if it's not a big deal? Like it's here to the forefront in our face. If it's here for a reason, what's the reason? Y'all, you identify as a trans. So I'm a I was born male, and I I don't feel right in this body, and I'm looking at women, and I feel like I'm supposed to be a woman. I feel like I'm supposed to be a girl. So now I'm a transitional woman, transition to be a girl. And the reality is that even if you transition to be a girl, you are not a girl. You are a transitional girl, which means you transition, which means that you were born one gender. You were assigned one gender at birth from the creators or whatever. They assigned you that gender, and you decided you wanted to be a girl, and you transitioned to that gender. Okay, whether you do the surgery or just the clothes and stuff. And then in my mind, it's like, and please don't take this as a minimalization. Like, okay, you like to dress up, you like costumes, you like drag, because that's what drag used to be, right? And it may be different, like, but I remember drags. I remember drag queens. I remember the drag shows. And I remember even that was taboo. And it might be like a subgenre, not to be like that, but like I'm not even about to be apologizing because I'm like, if you know my heart, you know my, like, I'm not trying to be offensive. It's just how my brain thinks. So I'm like, if drag queens were a subgenre of transitional women, or were this the same thing, just a different language or word introduced at a different time and then a different image at a different time. But like, okay, you like, why does that a thing? And it's like, okay, because now I want to play sports, and like I can't necessarily play, like, I don't want to play in the sports with the men because I'm different. So I'm gonna go over here and bully my way into the women. No, create your own sports teams, just like the women had to do. Just like the women had to do. And now you got some templates, and you can have some allies. Who are you to come in and try to decide that, like, you just gonna push yourself in this genre and you gonna take out everything that you want that doesn't fit your rights or definition? That's some oppressive shit. That's some plantation shit. That's some backward shit. The same energy that you trying to, and the same time and money and energy that you trying to put into that, your ass can put into creating your own. You see black people creating shit in all kind of subgenres all the way across the board. So, and essentially you got more backing power, and y'all got a whole team of stuff behind y'all. So like, why would you not use yours to create yours? Like, trans okay, so trans men are women that are transitioning to men. So for trans men, like, you were assigned a gender of female at birth and then decided you wanted to be a male. And then when you get pregnant, why would you want to come over here and change everything for the female? Like, no. You can now find your doctors. I'm pretty sure there are doctors that identify just as you, and y'all can create some books and do your own medicine and stuff like that. There are the templates. You got the access. So instead of spending all your resources and time and energy on doing some, cause we trying to fucking disengage from certain systems ourselves. We fighting for certain stuff ourselves. We fighting, especially as black women, to be able to fucking exist and live and be able to birth our babies just by us being a black woman in these freaking doctors' offices and in this medical system. So why in the hell would you want to come in and try to make our shit harder when you can fight for your own stuff? That be the stuff that I be talking about. Like, it don't make sense. Cause you're gonna use time, energy, and money on any of it. And that's why I be like, yeah, whoever y'all leaders is, their agenda is not for you. It's not to help you. It's not to do anything but cause more harm and confusion and division. Because like the stuff, then the time and energy and the money that we spending arguing and fighting back and forth on shit that don't even matter. Like, and for anybody that's heterosexual that's upset about somebody feeling how they feel or identifying how they feel in their body, that's for you to figure out why. I do think that because we live in such a fucked up environment and people are exposed to things when they shouldn't be exposed to things, and you fighting things, and you coming in sometimes with generational trauma and curses and things like that, like, I think there should be some therapy and some talk and some communication and support and things like that, because sometimes you might not even understand that, like, you freaking just before you make rash decisions, before you get to know who you are or your instincts or whatever, like, you might be breaking off some generational trauma from your bloodline. And I think that a lot of things that the leadership and the LGBTYT community or organization is doing is, especially when it comes to black people, because I be thinking about essentially magic and how everything gets reversed. Like I think they're doing a lot to stop us from getting to where we're supposed to be at when you look at the agendas and things and just the changes. And it's a part of me that some of the information that's been coming to me, like they know it's been some major astrological events happening, and time is coming for a shift and this changeover. So I think that a lot of them is putting in a whole lot of stuff in places that it really don't need to be no stuff in order to keep us collectively down to where they can control so that they get a whole other cycle of being on top. And then to me, I'll be looking at the pilot. Well, I don't look for shit, but when it comes to me and my team, I'll be like, so they're gonna keep doing the same thing politically. And then I see the other place. I see changes though. Like I see a lot of stuff even if I don't see nothing. I see a lot of stuff even if I don't know what to do with all of it. Or so this it just be interesting. And I know I touched on a lot of stuff, but when I say that the ancestors, the spiritual realm, the other realms is tired of this shit, they tired of it. All of it. All of it. And when they sent that message through me, when they said that, hey, cutie pie, um, that everybody does not have access to them in their realms, and like people trying to get into places and to reach out and to get into people trying to get into realms and doing things that they ain't got no business doing, they gonna kill y'all. Y'all ain't making it. Like they not playing. They said it's if I can recall the exact words is, oh no, y'all too fucked up. Y'all can't come up here with that shit. Y'all can't come up here with none of that. There's only a couple of y'all that's worthy enough for that, and we gonna kill y'all. I'm telling y'all now, don't even try it. You not worthy. We don't want none of that shit up here. None of it. All that shit filthy. Y'all filthy down there. Y'all are filthy. Y'all don't listen. Y'all got the answers. They telling y'all the answers, and y'all want to kill everybody that's trying to tell y'all the answer. That's want to do anything different. Y'all find a way to kill them, however that look to y'all. And we looking at y'all, and we like, so you think you gonna be able to take their position? You not. You not. You not. You are not. Who told you you was worthy? Did you hear us tell us you was worthy? Did we give you anything? So if you got to do anything to get into their system, then it ain't meant for you. And if you crack the code, you think that you win a little bit, and then we gonna tap that ass exactly how we see fit. So choose your shit wisely. Do what you want to do. Do what you can afford. That's the words y'all use, right? Yeah. Well, do what you can afford. If you think you can afford it, because you ain't just you, it's your own bloodline. And now we see that y'all don't give a fuck about y'all own people. So we gonna have to start tapping the people that's close to y'all just because. Because if you're not gonna stop for your people, are they gonna stop you for theirs? Because we see that like y'all don't have no sense of community for real. Y'all don't listen to nothing. Y'all think somebody just gotta. Oh yeah, yeah. We see why she be like, just blow this shit up and get it over with. And even if she don't know, we hear it. And she be repeating it sometimes like just cause she ain't got nobody, just cause how she gonna send a bomb over? How she gonna tell them our secrets? She telling government secrets. She all that fucking fear y'all got, all that scared, all that shit. Think somebody doing something that's offensive to you and yours. So you gonna leave her out in the cold, waiting for her to die, waiting for something to happen. It is what it is. What y'all so scared for? Y'all holding on to what? What y'all holding on to? Cause any answer that y'all was said that y'all was waiting for, y'all killed them. any answer that you think that you thought you wanted, you killed them and you destroyed them and their whole fucking families and their bloodlines and their generations just because you think you looking for this, what? Oh, the great white hope. Oh, because you think your way is the only way. So anything that look different, you got to defend your way. But is your way really working for you or is it not? So y'all gonna keep continue to tell us that what the fuck we doing ain't good enough. Who we sending ain't good enough. Okay. But you know better. You gonna force them into submission to you. Oh, okay. See how long y'all gonna do that for? Cause it's been a long time. Longer for some than others. Y'all think they cries is going unheard? All the blood that y'all done shed of our people, our answers, your answered prayers that didn't come in the way that you thought that they was supposed to come. So you thought you was gonna destroy it. You thought that you was gonna do whatever. You was looking one way and they came in. They came in a different way than you thought they was supposed to come. So you decided that you was gonna manipulate it to get it to the. Okay, all right. And then when they gone, you crying. Is those real tears or they fake tears? Cause they all sound fucking fake to us. All that shit sound fake. Y'all don't want enough. We send you somebody else just to see what you gonna do. You do the same fucking thing. Y'all learn a little bit. You don't want to learn, huh? And then you get mad when we burn it down. Some of y'all just, huh? That earth realm is different. It really is different. Yeah. So since y'all know that, beam me up, Scotty. Why I'm still stuck down here. If I gotta be stuck down here, like, damn, this is it. This where I'm at. Nah, this ain't gonna be where I'm at. So whatever is next, can we get there? I know y'all keep telling me I'm working and I'm healing, and I'm tired of this. I'm so tired of this season. This book, this all of this shit. Where is my stuff at? Y'all know. Well done, my child. Well done. And that's a song. Mm-hmm. You speak to me through music. I speak to you through lyrics. I know that's important. And I'm missing something so it's like something so simple but something so mind blowing. I can't get that piece. I don't want to keep going for it. Just tell me. All this daggone guessing, all this stuff, like whatever my mind is supposed to grasp and that side, like I ain't getting it. I don't want to play this no more. I don't want to do this no more. We know you tired. We know. Perspective. It's all about perspective. You need each perspective for what you need it for. When it's time to shift and change, it'll shift and change. You started this off by talking about your resurrection. You've been thinking about the resurrection of Jesus and what that meant, and how when they came to the tomb to find him in that book, they say that he wasn't there. He was not where he left them at. Like, dang, where did he go? To none of the people that he had been to before. they hear about it through the grapevine? I can't remember. Why do you think they was the ones to go to the tomb to open it up? Because if they say if he crossed from the physical to the spiritual, that means what you think? What you think it meant? Mm. But am I dead or something? Nah, this ain't my paradise. I be feeling like it. Let me see. Cause you've been crossing over from the spiritual to the physical all your life, and you just it's natural for you. You don't even understand how different you think, how different you are, how different your world is, or even that it's different. And even when you do, it's a split second. They want to steal everything from you. They think they were successful. Mm-mm. Tired. Y'all be having a good day. Ooh.